Tony from Nelson isn't letting the issue of Costa's salary go. He was on about 750k as the Minister of Police. He may not get as much in the new job, but it's still going to be, Tony, an amount that will make your eyes water, and I'd estimate $400,000 or $500,000 a year. Not bad work if you can get it, if you're part of the club. Well, we've just talked to Costa's new boss. Let's talk to his old boss, the Minister of Police, Mark Mitchell. Mark, welcome to the platform. Nice to have you with us. You must be bitterly disappointed that the Police Commissioner can't fulfil his full term till April.
Well, look, I think that he's going into a role that actually suits him really well. It's a really important role for us. It's a new central agency around social investment, something that I personally am a huge believer in terms of getting in and making a real difference on these.
Do you think it will suit him better than being the Police Commissioner?
I think that his set of skills lends itself naturally to taking over the Social Investment Agency for.
So that's a yes.
The Ministry of Finance. Look, in all fairness to the Commissioner, he did. Obviously, when I was in opposition, I didn't like the previous government's settings around law and order. I felt that they took public safety backwards rapidly. As the incoming government, the Commissioner has responded really well to my letter of expectation, and actually we're starting to see some good results from the change. So he led that for me. But I'm just saying that I think that he will do a very good job in the social investment side of it. I think that he definitely wants to be at the fence at the top of the cliff, and just by the sheer nature of the work that the police do, it's always the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff.
And a lot of people have texted in this morning say he'd turn the police into a social welfare agency anyway, so he's already got some experience with this. You've got to find a new police commissioner now, right?
Yeah, so we'll start that process fairly quickly in terms of identifying the next police commissioner, and we'll work hard to try and get him or her in place prior to the, around the same time as the gang legislation comes out.
So when's that?
Well, hopefully that'll sort of be towards the end of November.
Okay, that's a tight time frame. What are you looking for in a new police commissioner, Minister?
Well, I mean, there's a very thorough job description that's been put together for that. Obviously, a very strong sense of operations and a strong track record in operational leadership, the ability to work at that very strategic level, to work with government and ministers, to be able to understand the government's priorities, set those, and then deliver on them in a policing sense. There's a wide range of skills. So obviously, the ability to be able to manage a very large organisation and what that involves, right through from staffing and HR issues, right through to the financial management of a big set of assets. Okay,
what about their views on diversity?
Look, at the end of the day, police is, in my view, and over the decades, has become more and more diverse, and it reflects back to the society that we are, and I'm sure that the incoming Commissioner will continue to have a focus on that as well.
All right. Look, Costa could also claim, and indeed your colleague Nicola Willis mentioned this, a few headline-grabbing gang busts recently. Do you want that trend to continue? Because they're good headlines politically, aren't they?
Well, it's nothing to do with headlines, but we want to get on top of the gang problem. They're a small part of society, but they're responsible for a huge amount of human and economic harm. In violence. So we want to start to squash and get on top of that and start to suppress the gangs and get on top of the violence and all the illegal activity that they sit behind.
All right. Do you think you will appoint, or do you have a preference for or a feeling as to whether or not you'll appoint from within the ranks of police or go outside?
Look, we'll have to wait and see who applies for it. My strong preference is always to appoint from within, because I think that you send a very clear message to the police service that there's room for advancement, and I think that's important. So, but we'll see who applies for the role. It'll be a very open and fair process run by the Public Service Commission, and but like I said, we want to try and get that moving as quickly as we can.
All right. How much do you think they'll spend on his farewell? And then is welcome
I
to
have
the
no-
new role. I can just see the
Sorry,
Taxpayers
mate.
Union
I've got a floor,
making
sorry.
a meal out of this, Minister.
Yeah, look, honestly, I don't know. That's very operational. I'm not sure, but he deserves to have, he deserves to be some recognition for the service that he's provided us, not just as commissioner, but he's had a long service in the police in many different roles.